Hello, guys. I hope you're doing well. I've just had a little sneezing attack. Guess there's some pollen or some stuff flying around in the air outside. Every time I go out, I get this. Although we don't have many trees here in the city center, but it's like I come home and then I'm sneezing like shit. Okay, it does not matter. That's just the way it is. Short video. A couple of points I want to raise. I want to talk about Paimon, first of all. That's an important point I want to make. Is for any of you working with Paimon, know that he can inspire you in many areas. So he's such an inspiring force when you funnel it into your life. Music specifically. He's swirling around. For me, it was like swirling around like a shadow. So, and I made use of that also. Hold on. I made use of that also. That was like 3 years ago. Also, when writing my book, a really awesome spirit to work with whenever you engage in any creative output. But 3 years, something like that, 3 or 4 years ago, something like that, I summoned him and had my guitar, my electric guitar, and I knew that this force is inspiring me, and quite often I was playing in a almost dark, relatively dark room. It was not pitch black; it was relatively dark, and I was calling Paimon. I don't know if I think I called him directly for this session, but when you engage in regular work with him, you will also see this shadow swirling around even when you don't call him directly. So I had this, and I had my guitar, my electric guitar, and I was writing this song that you can find on my channel. I think it's called something like Paimon Inspired Meditation Track or something like that. So guys, any of you, and I also had that in other areas, so it does not necessarily only apply to the arts like creative writing or music, painting. It's definitely the arts, but I think he can be an inspiring force in so many different areas. He also sends you signs and other creative forms of output. So you need to ask for. You need to express what you want. Generally, you express what you want to the spirit when you're working with him, or with any spirit, so to speak. But when you have a longer working relationship with the spirit, then of course you don't need to repeat that over and over again. It should be pretty clear that the spirit knows what you're up to. The spirit knows where your strengths are, basically, or where your heart is, in a sense. Yeah, where your heart and where your soul is. Yeah, I mean, maybe it is specifically music, because when I'm playing guitar, I quite often get lost. I get lost completely. I don't really notice things around me so much anymore. I'm just in the music. I'm just focused on what I'm playing, what I'm hearing, and then of course, then you start noticing this peripheral activity going on around you, where you're less focused. It's almost like this gaze that you have, this gazing, when you gaze at a sigil and you start see the lines moving as you just gaze into the shape of the sigil without really focusing on it, tuning out, so to speak, or I would say you would more or less tuning out. So that was it. I have it also. The signs. He's a very, very supportive spirit. If you build up that relationship with him, he can come very quickly to your assistance. He can act very quickly. And what I want to say, I don't know if I have said it. You can articulate that also. Tell the spirit to act quickly. Do it respectfully and do it from your heart. That is always the most important thing, because the spirit sees right through you. That's the most important thing. Do it from your heart. If you really mean it, and it is all you are in that moment, and you express to the spirit, act quickly, then it will happen. Then it will. There's a very high chance that it will happen. It will support you that way. The way you are, the way you need it in that moment. The other thing I want to talk about is not so nice. I'm pretty much pissed off with the YouTube algorithm stuff. I'm pushing all. I mean, of course, I was inactive for a long time. My YouTube channel was inactive for a long time, but I pushed out this one video on Clownic, for example. And then I got I think 30 new subscribers, something like 30 or 40 new subscribers. Almost just based on that single video, I guess. And I've been pushing out videos for over a week now on a daily basis. And I feel I'm almost punished for doing so. I feel I'm almost punished for doing so, because of course I'm getting some views, but it is the view count is so low. And also what I've noticed, that's even more concerning, is sometimes I see a couple of subscribers coming in, so I see, a new subscriber, and another one, and next day they're all gone again, so just yesterday I had it also. I was in my account, and then I saw new subscriber, and the next minute I checked, it was already gone again. So I don't know what's happening there. Of course, you could look up that standard stuff on YouTube where they say they're purging their system or something like that, and taking away subscribers on a regular basis that are inactive, not really following a channel. That's all possible, of course, but it is a bit, at least from my perspective, it's a little bit obvious that once I am pushing out new material, it has almost the opposite effect of. So instead of creating more views than usual, and instead of creating more subscribers, it is actually creating the opposite. And I I don't really think this has to do with the content that I'm putting out, because I think the content is at least the same level as before, the same content as before. I mean, not the same content, but in the very similar style than before. So I'm not shifting my focus here. I'm rather interested in improving. Of course, my videos are maybe not, they're not cut and stuff like that. And sometimes just as now, I'm recording in a dimly lit room, but I have done that before. So I'm not sure what's going on there. It is really frustrating. And I think if that happened to people working in different fields, putting out their videos on YouTube, they would not continue doing it. They would not continue doing it. The only reason why I'm still doing it is because I have a message. I have a message to put out, and it is far more. My message to the world, my message to you guys is far more than making videos and getting views and getting subscribers, or selling some books, or selling a consultation here and there. My mission is far greater than that. So I'm not doing it for that. So I have an overarching theme that I have an overarching motive going. So this is the second point I want to talk about, and the third is directly related to my second point. I think people are more or less chewing on the same topics on YouTube over and over again. Where is the real revelation? Where is the real gnosis of people? I'm not only talking about people working in the occult. I'm just thinking about like the broad area of spirituality, right? So when you look on YouTube, see so many people talking about the same shit. They're all talking about the same shit, like detach and I don't know, so many detach from the things that you really want, because then that creates like just creates that wanting in your life and stuff like that. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not getting into that right now. I know it was poorly expressed from my side, but I think you know what I'm talking about. There are. I'm not saying all of them. Definitely not. There are in the broad field of spirituality, so not in the occult. I follow some people who are not associated with any occult stuff, who I think are putting out great material. So I have a lot of respect for some people, but it's not a lot of them. It's definitely not a lot of them. And some have their own understanding of how things work. That's awesome. But there are coming out so many people who, honestly, I don't think they have a clue what they are talking about. They're just talking the same stuff. They're talking the same stuff over and over again. And nowadays, I feel like anybody wants to be a spiritual coach, or anybody wants to be a spiritual healer, or something like that, you know. So I think most people don't have the capacity to do it. I don't respect most of them. 99%. I don't respect 99% of them, or even more than that. So as I said, there are a couple of people out there who are really, really good, are not really associated with the occult. Some indirectly. So it is just a strange time. It is a really strange time. And what we need is maybe we need a new platform. I've also thought about maybe we need our own platform, not run by some external company, some corporate bullshit. Because honestly, that's what I think about these companies. It's just corporate bullshit. It's just corporate nonsense. And I talk a lot about that in my book. My views against restrictions of freedom of speech. People who are reading my book, who have bought my book, can confirm there's a lot of stuff going on in there about this topic. So 16 minutes already. I didn't want to make it so long. As you see, guys, I always have something to talk about. And let's see how the algorithm punishes me this time for putting out another video. So let's see. I don't really care. But of course, I don't know how long I will continue doing it. If this continues, I'm just thinking how to release material, how I can reach people. I'm not that. I have an Instagram account also, which I want to revive. Maybe I will do this tomorrow. I also have a Twitter account, but I'm not active on there at all. So I put out some messages during the pandemic. So I released some stuff on there, but it's just I don't know. Twitter is probably not really my platform. I don't know. Maybe it will at some point. I think it can be quite useful, but right now I don't know. Instagram, maybe I will post some photos on Instagram, something like that, to gain some traction over there, and then see if I can transfer some subscribers from Instagram to YouTube, but just focusing on the YouTube audience and this strange algorithm who seems to just cut out new subscribers randomly, or whenever I put out new stuff, it's almost being punished, as I said. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think, and I will talk to you in the next video. Take care.